behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Another great interview is coming up shortly, but before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell buttons below you there on YouTube, and you'll always be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And if you'd like to leave a comment on the comment section, go ahead. We'd love to hear from you there. And pay attention to the description part on this listing, as well as the closing credits at the end of the program, because we'll have contact info for you both ways. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Las Vegas, Nevada today, we have Parrice. Very awesome artist, and I think you're going to agree, and we're going to get to that in just a second. But before we do, here's a word from the Caden Gordon Show. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
All right, we're back, and with us from Las Vegas, Nevada today, we have Emmy Award-winning Parrice with us today. Thanks for joining us, Parrice.
My pleasure. How are you? Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to have you. Well, how did it all begin for you? I mean, I'm sure that you grew up in a musical family. Maybe you always wanted to be an artist when you were a kid. But anyway, tell us in your own words. We'd love to hear your story.
Well, I'm originally from a small city in Ohio called Lima, Ohio. Lima. It's like sits right between Dayton and Toledo. It's this big. You could throw a rock and hit everybody there. But my family is like very, very religious. You know, grew up in the church singing. My mother and father met singing in church, and you know, my grandmother and grandfather. You would have thought they were all pastors and bishops, but they just were very religious. You know, and you had to go to church in our family. But in the beginning, you know, I didn't even really like singing in the beginning. I loved playing basketball and all that. I just, you know, in our home, you had to go to church. And if you had a gift that could be used in church, they want you to use it. So I was in the church choir with a lot of my cousins and aunties and friends and stuff growing up. And when I turned about 15 years old, I had the opportunity after like catching that bug of wanting to sing and really embracing it. I had the opportunity to sing for the legendary group Boyz II Men, sang for them at the Cincinnati Jazz Festival. And they took me and my cousin at the time, who was in a group, they took us, signed us to their label and relocated us to Philadelphia. We was out there with them, recorded a whole album, a whole project. For one reason or another, that didn't work out with their label. But shout out to Boyz II Men. We're still close to this day, still love them to death. Through all of that, I met a lot of people, you know, in the music industry. And I ended up coming back home to Ohio, and I ended up getting a call to come to Virginia Beach. I went out there and I was in the circle along with Teddy Riley, who produced Michael Jackson's Remember the Time and all that good stuff. And I was around Blackstreet, Guy, and just whoever came through the Virginia Beach area when I moved there. I was in a group at the time, and we were on the verge of singing and doing a deal, signing a deal with Epic Records, along with our good friend Stevie J, who was one of P. Diddy's producers at Bad Boy Entertainment. And 9/11 happened. So it messed up the economy for everybody, and nobody wanted to sign nobody because of the hit that New York took. That's where we were going back and forth from Virginia to New York. So after 9/11, I decided, oh man, the group is starting to like lose the we had going on. So I stepped out on faith. I said, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go to LA. So I went to LA. It's the same thing. Every day I was meeting somebody new, you know, from Master P to Tank the singer to going to open mic jam sessions, and you know, Prince would show up, this person would show up, and I just got into that circle, you know, and I guess at that point I was just sharpening my tools and then eventually I landed a gig after Joe Levert and his brother Sean Levert died, who were from Cleveland, Ohio. They was members of the legendary group Levert. The OJs were their father, Eddie Levert. After Gerald and Sean passed, I was asked to come and fill in and be a member of the new version of Levert, which was called Levert 2. Being that I was from Ohio, it was cool. I knew the guys. They brought me in, and eventually that died off. It was crazy. It's like I was being bounced around from different legendary groups, which really opened my eyes to the fact that this is what I was supposed to do this. I was meant to do this because now I'm catching the attention of a lot of the who's who've done it on a big level. And when I stepped away from that, I was asked to join another group that was legendary, a group called As Yet. So I was like one of the co-lead singers with that group, and I was with them for a minute, and I stopped that like maybe 4 years ago. I walked away from that situation and decided to be solo. And in exiting that group, we was able to. I was working with my good friend Skip Martin from Kool and the Gang. He was also the lead singer of the Daz Band. Let it whip out, let it whip. You remember that song? So I ended up doing some work with him on a remake that was originally done by the legendary late great Curtis Mayfield. We remade People Get Ready during the pandemic, and I brought in my group at the time As Yet into the song, and to make it a bigger thing with our harmonies and things like that. Skip went home and couldn't sleep, and he was like, "Man, I gotta build on this." He said he just went to sleep. He couldn't rest because it was on his head. We didn't finish recording until like 3 in the morning. We started about 9 at night, and we didn't finish until like 3 in the morning. He said, "I'm gonna build on this." And he picked up the phone and just started calling the legends from Stevie Wonder to CeCe Peniston, what's his name? Pastor John P. Key, Taylor Dane, Howard Hewitt, Tony Terry. I mean, the list goes on. Everyone sang a piece of that song. It became like our version of We Are the World on the song People Get Ready. And when we got it done, everybody just from home got in front of their mics, sung their parts, videotaped it. We put together like a makeshift video of everybody that was involved in this. You know what I mean? And then we had rumors. There was like the song might get nominated for a Grammy with all these legends on there. Stevie Wonder played the harmonica. Ray Parker Jr. was on there. And I was like, man, if we win a Grammy from this, it would be crazy. So Skip was overseas, and he calls me from overseas in tears. He's like, man, we're nominated for 2 Emmys. I was like, what? He said, outstanding vocal arrangement and composition, and then audio and post-production. And I was like, I don't see us winning for audio and post-production in my head. I didn't say it to them because I knew it wasn't a lot of effort put into the video. It was made from home videos posted together with bringing everyone together. It wasn't like a big, all the graphics and all that. It wasn't that. You know what I mean? I said, but that vocal arrangement and the performance of this, second to none. If we win, it's going to be from that. And that's where we won. So I had the pleasure of going down to Atlanta to the Southeast Emmy Awards 2023, and we took that award home, thank God. And since then, I'm just been recording new music, got new music out right now. I have a song out. I have 3 songs I released just to put something out there as I'm performing so people can start getting familiar with the songs. I have a song out that glorifies thick, curvy women called Thick Body. I have another song called I Need a Rider out right now. And then I have another song called If You Got It.
Well, that's
And
quite a start. Yeah, that's
oh
quite
yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of those artists you brought up, I mean, I know you know a lot of them, as you said. Would you say
Yes.
they were some of your influences, or did you have any others?
Absolutely. Every last one of them was influential to me at some point or some point of time or another, because even if it wasn't like something in my genre, you know what I'm saying, as far as the R&B world, what's Journey, the group Journey. Who doesn't love Journey? They were involved. The lead singer was involved in our project. He was involved. Forgot the guy's name. It slipped my mind, but he was amazing. You know, all these guys. I don't know them directly, but I've had the blessing of working with them. You know what I'm saying? But I know all of them. I know them all, but some I'm closer to than others.
Yeah, okay. Well, I know you're on all streaming platforms. Are you on social media? Tell us about your website too. Maybe they can catch up with you on there and go to any concerts you might be in the area. Maybe you can talk about all that.
So right now, they can follow me on Instagram at I am Parrice. That's at IAM, P as in Patrick, ARRICE. And the same as TikTok at I am Parrice. My website is being constructed right now, so I'll make that announcement and put it in my profile and description and everything with my social media and everything once it's done.
Okay. Well, what about the streaming sites? Are you on there like Amazon Music, Apple Music, so forth?
The music is available on all digital platforms right now, everywhere.
All right, well, check it out today, and I know you won't be disappointed. And I know one of the reasons we're talking with you today is because you're involved with something called God's Got Talent. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about that?
Yeah, so shout out to Benita Ross, Miss Benita. She reached out to me to be a part of this, and she told me I would be on Artist Panel 7 out there in the Delaware area. So I'm really looking forward to going out there, sitting on the panel, you know, answering whatever questions that I may be able to answer to help people that might be aspiring to be in the music industry. Any questions I can answer for them, I'll be there on the panel to answer for them, as well as I'm going to perform a couple of my songs at the show. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be November 15th out there. I can't wait.
Okay, well, mark your calendars, and I know that you'll want to hear this and watch it. I know you'll love it as well. We're getting ready to play your video here. It's called What About Me? It's self-explanatory, I guess, but maybe there's a deeper meaning in the story behind this song. Go ahead and tell us all about that.
So there was a point in my life where I was working so hard to get a record deal, trying to be recognized by the elites, because I figured I'm around these people every day. I'm seeing people get the deals, and I'm like, I know this person. I mean, they're not doing anything that I'm not doing. You know what I mean? When am I going to get my shot type of thing? You know what I mean? And then I was seeing a bunch of people that just didn't do good business, but they would still get deals. And I had to look at it like maybe their end is going to come fast because they're not doing it right. But I expressed how I felt about my situation at the time of wanting to get on, and it was going to be a gospel song, so it was kind of going to be like my letter to the Lord saying, I hope you didn't forget about me. What about me? You know what I mean? So I just decided to make it more all purpose and be more direct and talk about what the song was, opposed to speaking vaguely. I went straight to the point. You know, there's a point in the song where I say, I've worked with them all, bumped arms with the best, seen good people get cheated when grimy people get blessed. That was like a message I wanted to get through. And I was like, I wanted to be a little bit more direct with what I was saying, opposed to speaking vaguely. So yeah, the song came from a real place.
Okay. Well, I love the song, and I know you guys will as well, and we're going to get to that in a moment. But before we do, Parrice, thank you so much for coming today. If you ever want to come back and plug something new for us, you're always welcome to come back.
It'd be my pleasure, man. I thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is, What About Me by Parrice begins right now.
I made mistakes, and I know that I've hurt you, and I won't make amends today.
You want some water?
Yeah, that would be nice. Thank you. Want another chance for you. Thank you.
Have you heard back from the label yet?
I ain't heard from nobody yet.
Dang, I don't know why you're not signed yet.
I ask myself that same question every day. It's been a long time coming. climbing. On this road I've been running to get in this music game, just to hear the fans scream my name. But it's funny how it works though. They say it's all about who you know. You gotta feel me, that's my word, 'cause what I'm saying needs to be heard. You see, I've worked with them all, bumped arms with the best, seen good people get cheated when grimy people get blessed. What's wrong with this picture? Help me understand and clear this up. Who am I to say who to give this blessing to? And I don't mean to sit and complain to you, but I'm waiting here so patiently. Now what about me? You know I'm doing all I can to get where I'm going. Send a sign so I can see. Oh, what about me? Yeah. You know I'm waiting oh so long to get where I'm going. Send a sign so I can see you didn't forget about me. Been on the grind trying to make it there. It seems nobody wants to treat me fair. Tell me what's it gonna take for someone to give me a break? I can't believe that it's come to this, but I gotta tell the truth about this music biz. And I don't mean to point the finger though, I gotta tell the truth and let y'all know. 'Cause I've worked with them all, bumped arms with the best, seen good people get cheated when grimy people get blessed. What's wrong with this picture? Help me understand